See who we got here in the lab. Let's go ahead and actually start up my YouTube short live stream too. We're doing both a YouTube short live stream and a normal live stream. That way we can get as many people prepared as possible. But let's see who we got so far. So we got ourselves Shark, Storm Teller, we have Christy, Purple, Ohio Channel, Landon, Table. Let's see here, Yankee, Velocity, and Ponderosa. Of course, everybody else who is joining us and hanging out, but just not chatting. Hope y'all are doing all right out there. Let's go ahead and jump on into it, my friends. So we actually do got ourselves a tornado warning that literally just got issued, and apparently it's actually confirmed too. This is up in Minnesota. Let's see here. Going to turn on my radar data. Hopefully, I think we might have a radar out in Minneapolis. Let me try the terminal. See if the terminal radar wants to work. Matter of fact, you know what might be a better idea is if we hop over here. So you can actually see out there south of Minneapolis, we do got ourselves a tornado warning in place. This is apparently a confirmed tornado too. This is out there towards areas near Epsom. We have Ruskin, Moland. You guys are under a tornado warning. Also, not only are we just seeing a tornado warning here, but we're also seeing the possibility for hail too, up to 1.75 inches in diameter. So that's basically up to golf ball size hail possible with that storm. So we are seeing a potential out there for golf ball size hail. Once again, this includes Moland. This is out there just south of Minneapolis. This is in Minnesota. So just a bit of a heads up for you guys out there. We have a lot of storms starting to fire off in this region here overall. But yeah, once again, tornado warning. A confirmed tornado is located near Epsom. Let's see here, towards Ruskin, Moland. This thing is on the ground here. Let's see what they actually said about it. Weather spotters, there you go. Weather spotters have confirmed this tornado. So the tornado has indeed been spotted. So it is on the ground. Make sure you guys are in your shelter. Let's go ahead and hop over to Velocity here. Let's take a look at that. It's a little hard to tell, but there looks like a little bit of rotation out there near Epsom. Let's see here. We're gonna switch over to Minneapolis radar. I'm not sure if it's down or if it's I think it is down actually. Yeah, the last scan came through this morning at 6 in the morning, so the radar is down, kind of the worst time possible. Let's try La Crosse. That might be our best option. But yeah, there you go. You can actually see that little area there, that little area of velocities that we're looking at. You can see south of Epsom and north of Moland. That's kind of where that's at. This rotation's right in here. So the radar is way off to the. It's not right here, but it's way off to the southeast of the screen here. So we have ourselves these winds that the radar is picking and showing that there is some rotation that is ongoing out there. So that's currently where we are seeing that. Once again, this is out in Minnesota, directly south of Minneapolis. This is a confirmed tornado for areas near Epsom. As well as areas near Moland. You guys are in a tornado warning. Also, Ruskin's in the tornado warning as well. The circulation's to the southeast of Ruskin, and the motion of the storm here is moving, I believe, eastward, relatively eastbound. Let's go ahead and actually get a radar loop up here for you guys. We'll take a look at that. Yeah, you can see there overall, there's that. Let's see here. Keto Mama, go to our main page. Go to our main page. Look, here, I'll show you. Keto, look, I'm also live over here too. So this is YouTube short live stream that you're on. This is for the people on YouTube Shorts, and that's my main live stream. So go to my main panel, or go to the main page, and you'll see 2 live streams live, and click on the other one, the one that you're not on. Okay, this is just for people so that people browsing YouTube Shorts can see that there's also severe weather going on too. Anyways, but yeah, so that's what's going on there. Let's go ahead and actually, yeah, so unfortunately, like I was saying, yeah, the Minneapolis radar is down. We do got a couple other severe thunderstorm warnings as well. We have one out there towards Buffalo City, in Fountain City here, basically in southeastern Minnesota. This is almost right on the border. Actually, this is on the border of Wisconsin. So we have Wisconsin over here, and we have Minnesota down here. So it looks like there might be a little couplet trying to form here just southwest of Buffalo City. Could be an area to watch. This warning here is for 1.5 inch hail, and also the potential there for 60 mile per hour wind gust overall. So that is a possibility. So once again, this is actually north of Altura. Let's see here, north of Elba. It looks like there could be a little bit of rotation out there. We're gonna keep an eye on that. We have another warning for the radar site area towards Holman. This does not appear to have really any rotation. It's just a bunch of gusty winds, up to 60-mile-an-hour winds, maybe even some small hail up to quarter size too. But yeah, obviously right now the main concern, y'all, is out here towards, like I said, just south of Minneapolis. There's Minneapolis-St. Paul area. Just to the south, this is out there by, like I said, Epsom and Moline. Once again, we have some tight rotation, and this was indeed a observed tornado, a confirmed tornado is on the ground here. So just a bit of a heads up for you. Let's see here. Now I can see the screen, thanks. No problem, Keto. Velocity says Buffalo City, Wisconsin. Let's see here. I'm not too sure what's going on in Buffalo City right now. I don't even know where Buffalo City is at. Let me pop it up though. Let's see here. Buffalo City, Wisconsin. Yeah, you're in a severe warning out there for 1.5-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. That's actually the one storm I was telling you all about that we need to keep an eye out there for. Because, like I said, it looks like there is a little bit of rotation on that. It's it's not like full blown, really going yet, but it looks like there's a little bit of rotation. I'm surprised they don't have a tornado possible tag on that. It definitely looks like there could be a little bit of something going on there. So, anyways, let's see, it's hot in Utah. It's hot everywhere. I don't think there's a place in the U.S. where it's cold. Oh, got an extension tornado warning now. Okay, so they extended. Wow, look at that. Look at that velocity, that last one that came through. Yeah, that's a pretty gnarly rotation on that. Here, let's see. Let's hop back to, we got our dual panel radar here. Oh, actually, we apparently we reported, here, I'll bring this up for you guys. Apparently, we actually reported 1.75-inch hail. Where is this? This is up here in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Yeah, you can see out there towards southeastern Minnesota. Going into central Wisconsin, that's currently where it's at right now. Let's see here. But yeah, so 1.75-inch hail has been reported out there. Yeah, there's that rotation we were talking about. She's definitely rotating pretty good. It looks like we have a little inflow notch here too. See that little area here? That looks like I don't know. You can kind of see right there. That's an inflow notch. There's a lot of warm air just getting sucked its way into that storm there. That's your inflow. And of course, you got your, so there's your inflow winds, and you got your rear flank downdraft coming back from the backside. Very, very important things in tornado formation. I can already see it on radar. But yeah, so she's rotating pretty good. And like I said, this thing is tracking relatively to the southeast. You guys can see that couplet. It's kind of hard to make out, but this thing's going to be making its way towards West Concord, Minnesota, here in a little bit. So if you are in West Concord, you are in a tornado warning. So you need to be, let's see here. Yeah, you need to be obviously in your safe spot overall. Let's see here. There, I'm going to hold this for a second. When's my other live? Well, we're doing our other live right now. So I'm on 2 live streams right now. Just trying to get the information out there, y'all. Trying to get the info out there. Let's hop back to the main radar here for a minute. Can I take a look at the south subs of Chicago? We got a little bit of storm activity towards Chicago. Not a whole lot of really anything interesting right now. We do got a marginal risk out for y'all in Chicago area, but yeah, it's I got a few convective cells out there, but nothing crazy yet. We do got an enhanced risk today. I do want to mention that to the folks out there on both streams. Obviously, we have portions of east central Montana, southwestern portions here of North Dakota, and even like northwestern South Dakota. We have a big enhanced risk out there. Now, whenever it comes to tornado probs, we got a 2% risk. Actually, we got 2 areas here of 2%. So we obviously have the one up here towards Montana and North Dakota, but we also have another one out here towards Wisconsin, and northeastern Iowa, and throughout portions of Minnesota. Even a little sliver of the eastern Dakotas included there too, overall. You're welcome, Jeff. No problem, man. South Carolina, like 12, we had a tornado form today. Really? I didn't hear about that. But I hop over to winds here, hop into the wind threat. So that's actually one of our main drivers today. You can actually see this red area here. This is a hatch risk regarding, like I said, damaging winds. So out there in this region, so basically the western Dakotas and eastern Montana, we do got ourselves a 30% chance, actually, of damaging winds. So this is a 30% chance probability of seeing some damaging winds out here. 15% chance across the yellow areas, and of course a small 5% chance across the brown. Now, obviously, you know, there is a pretty good likelihood in the red areas that we could see some damaging winds nearby. And we are talking potentially winds 70 plus miles an hour. So we're talking some pretty strong winds out there overall. So that's something we need to look out for. What's up, Scott? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Kala says 1.75. That's what, softball hail? That's golf ball. Golf ball hail. Yeah, softball I think is one. Or I think softball is 2.5, if I'm not mistaken. Someone correct me if I'm wrong there. But yeah, no, 1.75. That is golf ball size. See, it's 95 in Kansas City. Wow, it's a little toasty out there. But anyways, let's hop on back to this tornado warning here, y'all. So like I said, we do got tornado warning in place up in southeastern Minnesota. We got some rotation out there southwest of Kenyon. We are currently watching the storm here closely. Once again, this thing has had a report, a confirmed tornado report on it. I don't see any debris, but we're obviously scanning above like 8,000 feet here. So, you know, if there was a tornado picking up debris, it'd have to go over 8,000 feet before we could detect it. But I'm not seeing anything here. But like I said, just because we don't see anything on correlation coefficient does not mean that it's not on the ground. And matter of fact, it is on the ground. Or last we heard it was. Like I said, this thing was confirmed by weather spotters out there. So people have actually, you know, spotted this tornado. So she's out there. She's on the ground. Last we heard. Hopefully she's lifted by now, but you know, once again, we have had that report. And taking a look at the radar on reflectivity, you can actually see a solid inflow notch there. So basically a lot of warm air just piling up inside of that storm there. We got a little low, which that's where our tornado would likely be, somewhere in there. And of course, then we got a rear flank downdraft, cooler air coming around the backside. So that's allowing for some spin to occur in that little storm there. And like I said, if we hop over back to velocity here, that kind of, you know, lines up with everything. You know, you got your you know, your inflow down here, and then you got your rear flank coming down back here. Overall, it's just an area of circulation in this area, which this is out there, like I said, just south, kind of southwest of Kenyon, here in Minnesota, out there towards Moland, heading towards the areas of Skyberg. So make sure you guys are in your shelters out in those regions. Also, West Concord needs to be in your shelter because you're in a tornado warning there. Just a bit of a heads up. Once again, this is just to the south of Minneapolis. Let's see here. From the center point of the city to where that tornado warning is, or where the area of rotation is, that's about 50 miles south from the central city of Minneapolis. So that's just a little bit of a little bit to the southeast there. So that's just a little bit of a locating thing for you guys, so you guys can kind of see where that storm is at. But yeah, once again, they did actually extend that warning too. They extended it for areas out there by West Concord and all that stuff. So, you know, like I said, observed tornado, you know, hail, 1.75 inch hail overall, and all that stuff. So we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see here. When would the northwest of Wisconsin see severe weather? So northwest Wisconsin, obviously, we do have that slight risk today, that level 2 severe weather threat. Now let's go ahead and hop over here back to day 1 outlook. So we do have a slight risk out there. Oh, I want to pull up satellite. Let's pull up the models and take a look at the models here. So when looking at the weather models, it does show some storms firing off late. I mean, this is like 4 a.m. Eastern time by the time we get anything. So you're probably not going to see anything anytime soon. More than likely, you're going to be in some dry air for a little bit. Then, of course, we're going to get that convection starting late for you. Thomas, Chicago's got to keep an eye out there for, like I said, for some severe weather for today. We do got a little marginal out there. Also, over the next couple of days, I would keep an eye out there for Chicago, as we are tracking more severe weather tomorrow and even Monday. So we're going to need to be, we're going to need to be live again for those days overall. Let's see here. Weather for Wisconsin. That's kind of tracking right now. Right now, we got a bunch of severe storms out there in central Wisconsin popping off currently. No tornado warnings in the state of Wisconsin, but we do have a couple tornado warnings here south of Minneapolis. This is out there in, south of Minneapolis. This is out there in, obviously, Minnesota, southeastern side. Let's see here. Louisiana looks extremely hot. Oh, yeah. Like I said, it's hot just about everywhere right now. Hot just about everywhere. Let's hop on back to main radar. We're going to pull up our lacrosse radar. Going to take a look and see what's going on out there. So, once again, on the storm here, on that tornadic storm that we do see, we did actually report... oh, that's interesting. Hey, look at that. I can turn on the smoothing layer. Do y'all like it like this? I like this better. I like classic. But what I was saying, though, is that we on that tornadic storm, you know, that's that storm that did produce that tornado, you know, like I said, we did have confirmed reports of 1.75 inch hail too. So 1.75 inch hail has been reported as well. We do got ourselves still some pretty strong rotation going on with that storm there. Right now, this is located just southwest of Kenyon, and this is tracking its way out there to the southeast overall. So this is heading out there towards like West Concord area. So obviously, heads up to you guys. I'm not seeing anything on correlation coefficient. Still no confirmation on radar, but like I said, you know, the weather spotters, they did confirm that this thing is on the ground. You know, like I said, in order for a debris signature to even pop up on radar, it has to do damage. It has to, you know, suck up, you know, debris and shoot it up in the air, and then the radar slices it. So obviously, you know, we need that to happen in order to see anything. Let's see here, but yeah, but we can still obviously see our tight rotation out there. What's up, Sean? Hope you're doing good. Currently sunny here in Madison. See what will happen later. Yeah, so for northern Wisconsin, we're going to be seeing ourselves storms pretty late out there. Like I said, the models were kind of pointing out past midnight, storms popping off. Tash, yes, this is a confirmed tornado warning here. We have one tornadic cell, 2 tornado warnings on them, but one's just an extension. But yeah, we got ourselves a tornado warning for southeastern Minnesota. You know, you can see far southeast Minnesota, south of Minneapolis. This is out there, you know, out there just west of West Concord area. This is out there. Let's see here. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna do something real quickly, y'all. I need to pull this up. I need to pull up my other chat on my screen here, so I can actually see what y'all are saying on my other. Because yeah, the way I have my phone propped up makes it impossible. Let's see here. It literally makes it like impossible to see what's going on there. Here, let's see. There we go. Nice. So you came up on my phone that there was lightning close by, and I live in Indianapolis. Gotcha. Why are we doing 2 chats? We're doing one for YouTube Shorts because not everybody's watching main YouTube. There's people watching YouTube Shorts, and there's people watching, you know, just scrolling through main YouTube. So people watching Shorts will not be able to run into this live stream that we're doing. So if I do 2 lives at once, that means that I can, you know, reach people on YouTube Shorts and reach the people who's just browsing around on normal YouTube. Anyway, so we're gonna hop over here towards Wisconsin. Let's take a look at these storms. We're gonna hop to Green Bay radar up here in northeastern or kind of east central Wisconsin here. Let's take a look at some of these other storms. We got a storm out by Big Falls, out there towards Marion, and areas out there near Tigerton areas. This is just a severe warning. This is just for you know, just some basic stuff like quarter hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Nothing super wild out there. To the west, we got a warning for Wisconsin Rapids towards Arpin, Auburndale. Let's see, Nasonville. Let's see, areas towards Dexterville, and Port. Is that Port Edwards? Yeah, Port Edwards there. And we Hatfield, Granton. You know, some of those regions out there is seeing activity. Let's take a minute to hop down to Chicago. Seems like we got a lot of people out there in the Chicago area. So let's take a quick little peek and see what's going on out there. Let's see, I just found you through YouTube Short Skull. Well, good to have you here, my friend. Like I said, we're definitely tracking a bunch of storms right now. So, yeah, we do got some storms out by Chicago. We have had reports, sub-severe, though. We've had reports under the severe limit. So, but classified as severe weather or severe thunderstorms, you have to have winds of 58 miles an hour or more. And hail 1 inch in diameter and larger. And the hail is just under 1 inch, and the max winds that we've reported from a Weather Service employee was 50 miles an hour. So we have seen, you know, sub-severe winds and sub-severe hail. But we do have a severe warning out there kind of for north central Illinois. This is not for Chicago. This is out there towards like Sublet area, towards West Brooklyn. So you guys are under that severe warning. Could be a little bit of weak rotation in that storm there towards Sublet too. Gotta watch out for that. But no tornado warning, no tour possible either on that one right now. Let's see here. We're gonna hop on back to La Crosse radar. Yeah, apparently the storm out by La Crosse too is getting like right on the border, literally on the border of southeastern Minnesota, and kind of west central Wisconsin. Right on the border, we're getting reports here of a lot of hail. Actually, we've got 3 reports of quarter hail, and we got 1 report even up to a golf ball size hail. Yes, Sean, there is lightning in the storm. Is that a bit of rotation trying to pop up out there? Let's see here. That's just more, I think that might be just more straight line winds there. Yeah, we got some pretty strong winds near Bryce Prairie likely going on here. Yep, actually, I think they just updated it to 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts out there. Wow, so that's for the Cross area up in western Wisconsin, out there towards Onalaska, towards French Island, obviously Bryce Prairie. Yeah, y'all are likely getting hit pretty strong, or pretty heavily, I should say, by some strong winds here. Definitely, definitely is pretty gusty out in that region. This includes like West Salem, let's see here, Mindoro, I think it is, and Stevenstown. Y'all are under that severe thunderstorm warning. But yeah, that is in effect for 70-mile-an-hour winds out there. Train spotter reported apparently max wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour. That's something you don't want to joke around with. Yeah, those are some pretty strong winds. Hopping back to the tornado warned storm here. The tornado, or the area of rotation, is located now just southwest of Kenyon. This is out in southeastern Minnesota. We do have a tornado warning in place here. This thing was reported. This thing was confirmed by weather spotters. So she's been on the ground previously. What's up, Xavier? Hope you're doing good, my friend. Glad to have you here. But yeah, no, definitely still got a little bit of rotation in that storm out there. So heads up, make sure you're in your shelter out by West Concord in southeastern Minnesota. Definitely want to be in our safe spots out there. Because like I said, this thing did once produce a tornado, and it's still, it very well could still be on the ground from what we know. Looking at correlation coefficient on the debris tracker, we don't see anything currently on that area of rotation. So we have our rotations is right in here, right? So this is where our rotation's at. Take a look at the debris tracker in that area. There's no identified drops, so that's a good sign. I'm not seeing any confirmation of this thing on the ground anymore as of now, but like I said, it very well could still be. It needs to do damage on the ground and suck up all that debris, and then the radar scans it for it to obviously, like I said, obviously show up there. Let's see here. Is Ottawa, Minnesota clear? All of Minnesota today is under the threat for severe weather for the most part, so I'd keep an eye out there for it. Let's see here. Wait, is this from Tropical Storm Barrel? No. That storm is long gone. That storm exited through Canada and is long gone at this point. It's not even a storm anymore. So, now this is just a separate event. We have a little bit of a trough, mini shortwave trough over the upper Midwest right now. Let's see here. But yeah, so that's this is not a part of that storm. That storm is long gone. Let's see here. So we got a warning for $50 hail just west of that tornado warning cell out there by Morristown, Waterville, and Kilkenny. So just a bit of a heads up there for that. I'm going to bring over the meso-analysis for everybody. We're going to take a look at that. I'm curious to see the current conditions we got in effect for these areas. So obviously, let's actually move this here. Yeah, so we have those storms that are, let's see, I'm going to move this a little bit over so people on the short stream can see it too. So we obviously have our storm activity right now popping off throughout like central Wisconsin into southeastern Minnesota. Given the environment, there's a very good amount of instability available for storms, so we definitely have a lot of energy in the atmosphere overall. Lower level wind shear is actually, like I said, nothing significant, obviously, but we're having about 20 knots of lower level winds. This is very important for contributing to tornado formation, as our lower level winds. Typically, anything 20 plus, I've even seen the lower wind shear lower than that. sometimes they can produce tornadoes, and in which, yeah, we are expecting the potential for a couple of tornadoes today. But we're not expecting anything significant. If we do get tornadoes, they would likely be weak. They would likely be brief. So they wouldn't be anything, violent. We're not expecting like EF4 or EF5 tornadoes today. No, we're not expecting like that type of activity. For that, we need those lower level winds to be much stronger. But thankfully, they are not that there. Now mid-level shear, we do got some pretty nice mid-level flow. Not anything super crazy, about 40, maybe 30, 40 knots or so of easterly, southeasterlies. So the jet stream's coming across this way, going down. So that's going to allow for your separations of your updraft, your warm air coming up from the thunderstorm, and your downdraft, your cold air, that starts to sink from the thunderstorm. Strong winds in our mid-levels does allow for storms to sustain themselves and all that stuff. But yeah, so that's that. Let's see here. What's up, Randy? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Try to keep politics out of here, Nader Juice. We don't, like I said, this is not a political channel. This is just solely for weather. Yeah, keeping politics out of here. We don't want any of that. Let's see here. Brandy, we're kind of holding off on zip codes right now because, we got a tornado warning in effect right now. We do got a couple storms popping off. We do have a tornado warning in effect for southeastern Minnesota by West Concord. So obviously we do got ourselves a bit of that activity popping off. Rotation doesn't look as tight as it was in previous scans. Rotation does not look as tight as it was in previous scans, which is a good indicator. Speaking of indicator, this thing is back to radar indicated rotation, basically meaning that essentially, we are seeing the radar just picking up rotation and nothing else. Now, obviously, where there is still rotation, there is still tornadic potential. Therefore, you need to be in your shelters out there, and that area of rotation is heading out there towards like West Concord area overall. So that's that. Let's see here. But that is, that's kind of where we're standing here with all that. Let's see here. Anyway, so we're going to hop our way over here to the east a little bit. We do got ourselves a severe thunderstorm warning, considerable severe thunderstorm warning in effect out there for West Salem. This is out there towards La Crosse in western Wisconsin. So we have West Salem, we have Bangor, we have Onalaska, we got ourselves Holman, Bryce Prairie. Yeah, we got some pretty strong winds out there indicated in the blue areas. Near like French Island, Onalaska region. Yeah, you guys are likely experiencing some, pretty gusty winds out there overall. Let's see here. All right, sounds good, Cal. Thanks for joining. Any storms in the future for Dallas, Texas? Nothing severe that I'm tracking as of now. Yeah, definitely not today. The event today is going to be up in the north. Dallas will be spare today. So we're good. We're good up there. When does the 3 line of storms fire? I don't know what you mean by the 3 line of storms. You mean, there's another line. I guess that's what you're talking about. If we hop over, actually, we're gonna bring the models over to you guys on this page here. Let's go ahead and load those up. So yeah, we are expecting another line of storms to fire off here later. You can kind of see there. So obviously we have some storms firing off here, then and there. Then we have a little bit of that storm activity. Kind of new tornado warning. Some of those storms will be coming in late though. This is like 07 Zulu. This is like way past midnight. Tracking through Minneapolis area, potentially. Once again, models, they ain't perfect, but potentially through like Minneapolis there, right around a little after midnight. Then of course, kind of tracks its way into Wisconsin. According to the HRRR model, the one we're looking at right now, it does kind of show an MCS, kind of just a big cluster of a thunderstorm. So there very well could be the potential for tornadoes on that. Let me check our lower level wind shear around that same time. with a different model. HRR on this page does not support it. So we got easterlies that are on 25 knots. Yeah, honestly, I mean, it's possible. I mean, we are expecting some tornadoes out there in Minnesota today. So the tornado warning that just got issued. Let's take a look at that. Oh, that's up in Montana. Wow. Yeah, that's all the way up there in Montana currently. Let's see here. Nothing in Maine, Pat. See, I think the bad weather for this week is more in the north than anything. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, a lot of our severe weather for the next couple of days, today, tomorrow, and the following day is going to be up there in the upper Midwest overall. Let's see. So we did get a tornado warning. I don't see any populated areas here, thankfully. There's no names popping off, which typically shows that there's really no areas included, especially on this program here. Doesn't look like there's. We have also, what is that? Medale? I don't even see any buildings in that area. So, here, let me look at the text here. Oh yeah, this tornadic thunderstorm will remain mainly over rural areas of south central Phillips County. South central Phillips County. Let's see here, velocity. Oh yeah, you can kind of see there's a little bit of activity back there. Yeah, like I said, the good news is that there's nobody really who lives over here. It's very rural, meaning that it's just literally open fields more than likely with no occupants, little to no occupants out there. So that's good news. However, I can't say the same about this other storm that we got going on overall. Let's see. Yeah, so this other one's out there towards West Concord, which if you zoom in on West Concord, you can actually see that there is buildings out there. So there is people that live in West Concord. Yeah, we got about 26 more minutes left on that storm for the tornado warned cell up there in southeastern Minnesota overall. Yeah, southeastern Minnesota there. We do got ourselves that tornado warning still in effect. We're going to hop back to my main radar. Oh, there you go. There's a tornado report on that. Reported by Train Spotter near the intersection of 270th, I can't even talk, 270th Street and East and 59th Street, or 59th Avenue. Let's see, Twister's hitting theaters this upcoming Friday. I hear about that. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm going in it not expecting it to be any good, but I'll just let the movie surprise me. Is it a little bit of broad rotation? Looks like. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. It might be a little bit of rotation out there near north of Sherwood, in central Wisconsin. Look at that. Might be a little bit of something going on in there. Man. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that area. I'm definitely curious to see what's going on there. Yeah, it looks like a big bow. Yeah, look at that. There's a big bow echo there. See that big, it looks like a big bow. Call those bow echoes. Yeah, typically bows bring a lot of gusty winds. They usually bring a lot of heavy winds out there. So that's kind of something that we need to watch out for with that storm there. It's just a lot of winds and overall gusty activity out there. Hopping back to that tornado warning cell, like I said, this is out there by West Concord. The rotation looks a lot better. It looks pretty broad and pretty weak now. So hopefully that tornado warning will get canceled soon. Do a volumetric scan of that storm there. Yeah, look at that beast, man. Pretty cool. So that shoots up to, yeah, those are some pretty tall top thunderstorms. You know, we're seeing about 50,000 foot up. That's a pretty. Here, let's bring up echo tops here. Yeah, look at that. So we're seeing red there. That's showing us 51,000 foot, 54,000 feet is where the precipitation is being maximized, or max altitude of precip is at 51,000 feet up there. So the storm tops are likely a little larger than that. That's just radar can't scan clouds. It only scans the precip in them. Just a little bit of a fun fact. But yeah, it's scanning precip as high as 54,000 foot up there. So, yeah, on the one behind it too, pretty similar, 54,000. So these are pretty big thunderstorms. You know, they ain't small ones. They're pretty good size. I mean, look at that, very chunky storm. pretty chunky storm out there. So yeah, we're shooting over 50,000 foot on that storm there. Pretty impressive. Let's see here. Yeah, honestly, like I said, the storm does look a lot better in terms of tornadic activity per se. While there still is a little bit of weak rotation going on there, I think things are improving. But I still want West Concord, as long as that tornado warning's in place. I don't care if I don't see any more rotation or not. If that tornado warning's still in place out by West Concord, still want you to be in your shelter. We go in upper level scans, you can kind of see it fades away. That's a good sign there too. So that is good news. That is actually really good news. And last update was radar indicated. But also, I want to mention though as well, this storm does have the potential out there for producing up to basically ping pong ball hail, 1.5 inches in diameter. So that is something we also do need to be looking out there for overall. Let's see here. So let's go back over to Wisconsin. Yeah, we got that big bow out there. Wisconsin Rapids under a severe warning out there. Wisconsin Rapids, Pittsville, Vesper, Arpine, Auburndale, Nasonville. Yeah, you guys are under a warning there for 60 mile an hour winds. Nothing super wild. Like I was saying though, we do need to be watching out for this northern part here. Overall, keep an eye on it. What radar am I using? I'm trying to find a good radar. Also, it's free. Also, is it free? No. This program costs $250. And it's called GR2 Analyst. Yeah, it's a pretty penny, unfortunately. It took me a lot. I bought this program years and years and years ago. It took me a lot of yard work as a kid and a lot of allowance money to get this thing. That was a long time ago, dude. That was years and years and years and years ago. Yeah, right. Overnight events do kind of suck because you obviously it's hard, you can't see anything. It just makes it terrible. Let's take a minute to hop to radar or satellite. I'm gonna bring the sat to you guys out there so everybody can see it. So yeah, there's our sat view. A big blob of convection is popping up there on satellite. You can see central Wisconsin and southeastern Minnesota there. That's currently where we are seeing pretty solid amount of convection, good amount of good amount of thunderstorm activity out there. Here's our true color. This is like actual picture of what it looks like up above. But you see all those bubbles? See all those bubbles? Those are your overshooting tops. That's where you have basically your warm air, your strong updraft piercing through the tropopause from the stratosphere into the troposphere, which is definitely very interesting. Definitely very interesting. Really cool to see though. So lower level water vapor there too. Yeah, really shows those cold tops up there overall. Anyways, back over to the tornado warning storm. Like I said, looking a lot better. Things are looking a lot better with the storm here. I'd assume here soon we will probably lose that warning, I'm thinking. Let's see. She's down the radar indicated still. 1.5 inch hail. We have 20 minutes left on that warning, but like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled a little earlier. Because conditions do look to be improving. It's just a big chicken nugget. Look at it. Amanda says, what about Louisville? Louisville's looking pretty good. Yeah, we don't got much going on in Louisville. Just a generalized thunderstorm threat, potential for a couple booms of thunder. Not a whole lot for Louisville area. If we take a look at the radar here currently, you can see a couple storms. Actually, we have one over Louisville right now. Nothing severe though, nothing to be concerned about. Just a typical normal storm. We did get a 35 mile an hour wind gust though, probably on part of that downdraft from that storm. You have your main storm here in that downdraft probably cranked up those winds a little bit, but it's still very far from severe. So you're good. Yeah. So the areas that's at risk today, guys, is across the. Let's zoom out a little bit so everybody can see it. So the risk out there is across the dark green, starting in the dark green with that level 1 threat. Then it goes into the yellow, which is a level 2, kind of the middle threat for today. And we even have a level 3 threat today, actually. Oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Got a PDS severe thunderstorm warning. Where's that at? Is that on this guy here? No, they downgraded that to 60. What's all that about? Hold on a minute, y'all. We got a... I think we just got a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. We'll wait a second for that to pop up on my radar. It hasn't popped up yet, but when it does, we'll definitely look at that. It might even be this one here. Is this it? 70 mile an hour winds. Yeah, this one is 70 mile an hour winds and golf ball hail. Definitely not a good combination. That's for the other tornado warning up in Montana. The good news, like I said, this is in rural areas though. There's not many people that live here. We got Zortman. This is an area. Small little town that's in that warning there. Actually, not anymore. I don't even think that's the warning, actually, y'all. I don't think that's the warning. Let's see. Is it one of these guys in Wisconsin? Might even be the Lacrosse one. No, Lacrosse one's better. Where was that for? I'm genuinely curious now. Let me pull up. Oh, it's in Montana. Oh, this is in western Montana. What? No way. Oh, there it is right there. Look at that. It's out there for Lloyd, I think it is. Gosh, what's that for? Softball size hail and 70 mile an hour wind gusts. Wow, dude. That is, yeah, that's something you don't want to be in. But that's in western Montana. This includes, is that Lloyd? I'm not too sure. Also Saddle Butte is there as well. Got a Mesonet reporting 63 mile an hour winds out there towards West Harvey, or sorry, Havre, sorry. Not Steve Harvey. We got Huron out there too, that region. Mesonet's recording some pretty strong winds out there. You can still see a little bit of that rotation in that tornado warning cell. Let's go back to the one by Glasgow. I got a radar out here. We'll take a look at that. Yikes. Yeah, pretty nasty storm. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think that's debris. I think that might be just like hail. Because we do... Whoa, hold on a minute. What is that? The radar is just so messy. That might even be... I don't think it's debris. I really don't. But yeah, that's interesting. The good news is, like I said, regardless, that area there is pretty clear from a lot of populated areas there. So that's good. We're gonna hop back to Minneapolis. Did they ever get that Minneapolis radar back up? She's been down for a while now. Since 6 this morning, it's been down. All right, we're gonna hop down La Crosse again. Yeah, we're still watching the one out there. This one's in fairly populated areas. We got a little bit of rotation near West Concord. We're gonna keep it out there for you guys. Let's see here. Got a tornado and ping pong ball size hail out there. So regardless of tornadic activity on that storm, there is a pretty good chance out there for some hail. Get a 1.5 inch hail out there being possible overall too. Let's see here. Moving southeast at 15. Yeah, she ain't moving that fast. She's a pretty slow moving storm. NWS Twin Cities is back up. Is it? Let me check on here. Yeah, for me it says 6:19 a.m. was the last scan that came through. I don't know if it's planned maintenance or if something went down network or if it was hardware. I'm not too sure. Actually, I'm kind of curious on that. We do got the terminal, but that's not going to provide as much range as a typical WSR 88D would. Let's see here. There's a severe watch. Oh, really? for that. I didn't know there was one out there. Let me hop. Here, I'll tell you what we're going to do, y'all. We're going to bring up SPC's page here. It'll show us current active watches. Actually, matter of fact, I don't even need to do that. I can just pull up this program here. There you go. Yeah, they sure did. Look at that. They just issued a watch for areas up in like central and northern Minnesota, also southeastern North Dakota, towards Fargo. Obviously, we got Grand Forks, Red Lake areas, Park Rapid, Hill City. Yeah, we do got ourselves a watch up there. 4 hours ago, they said they were back up and running on Twitter. Interesting. Yeah, I checked both my programs. I'm not seeing anything, unfortunately. So I don't know if they. I don't know what's going on there. Well, I mean, we got lacrosse, which is good enough for what we have it for. I mean, it's close enough. We can still get some good data out of it. So we do know out there by West Concord, we're still seeing some rotation out there. Michigan's not really in the biggest threat for today overall. Matter of fact, Michigan's barely even in the risk for severe weather in general. We do got ourselves a marginal along the western side, but for central and eastern Michigan, we're in a general thunderstorm threat potential out there for a couple of thunderstorms, but yeah, nothing too crazy. Our main threat up here today is going to be up towards like Wisconsin, Minnesota, the Dakotas, and portions out there along like northern Illinois, northeastern Iowa, and obviously like eastern and northeastern Montana there as well. So that's kind of our main area. We have that enhanced risk. That's kind of our big threat today. I got 2 areas of 2% tornado risk out there. So if you're in the green, there's an isolated chance for a tornado or two. So we have possibility for a couple tornadoes up in Montana today, southwestern North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin. It's a possibility. Damaging winds. That's actually one of our main concerns. Actually, even at a 30% significant risk for hail too out there. So eastern Montana, we have the possibility of seeing damaging winds over 70 miles an hour, and hail over 2 inches in diameter. So we are talking some big hail, some real big hail, as well as like I said, not only big hail but also strong winds. So whenever you mix those two together, it's not a good combination overall. Yeah, so that's that. We have obviously wind. The 30% does go down into kind of northwestern, northwestern and north central South Dakota there too. So that's where we could expect some really nasty conditions regarding that as well. Let's see here. Okay, so we do got a severe warning in place. They did downgrade it from considerable to a just a normal just a normal what is it? Yeah, just a normal severe warning there. Let's see here. So yeah, we do have ourselves a severe warning towards like West Salem, towards Bangor. We got some strong winds out there by the radar site currently, towards La Crosse. Storms going through the region there. To the north, apparently, we have reports from Imping reporting here that there could be some tree branches down towards Holman. So that's something to consider. Still could be some gusty winds in that. We got another severe warning in place for 2-inch hail. Wow. 2-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts out there towards Winona. As well as Goodview, Minnesota City, and also for Wisconsin, out there towards Fountain City. So this is right on the line. You can actually see here, the white line here, this is Wisconsin, this is Minnesota. On the line there, this is Wisconsin, Minnesota. So for for Wisconsin, this is for Fountain City. For Minnesota, includes Minnesota City, Goodview, and Winona. We do have reports of 1.25-inch hail out there. We are getting some reports of some decent hail. Also in the latest radar echoes, you can actually see that there is a little pocket here. This is showing like 61 dBz, which is showing a good little amount of reflectivity. Could be some real heavy rain, maybe some hail up in that area. That's where our core would likely be. Let's see here. Ella says, how bad is Wisconsin going to get over by Beaver Dam? Where is Beaver Dam? I forgot where that place was. I've heard of it. I've looked at it many times on this channel, but I cannot remember anywhere if anything. Let's see here. Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. Here we go. So yeah, you're in a slight risk for today. Right now, not a whole lot. We do have this bow down here. You can kind of see this little guy. We take a look at the models, which we'll bring those up here again. We take a look at the models here, and we'll bring up our future radar reflectivity here for you. So, oops, to do this. There you go. So down there towards your area. Actually, I probably need to move this over a little bit too. There you go. Yeah, that works a lot better. Anyway, so when it comes to it, yeah. So out of the storm here that we have going on at the moment, this will approach down there right around like 10 o'clock. This is going to be after sunset, more than likely, that you're going to get this. But yeah, that's kind of what we're standing there. Let's see here. So tomorrow's outlook, let's see here. So this is tomorrow's outlook here. Michigan, we got a marginal level 1 threat, central southern side. Do got a 2% chance for tornadoes down there in southern Michigan tomorrow, northwestern Ohio, northern Indiana, and northern portions of Illinois, and southern, kind of southeastern Wisconsin. Possibility out there for, like I said, 2% chance for tornadoes. And once again, like central, southern North Dakota, northeastern South Dakota, there we got a 2% chance out there overall. So we'll be live again tomorrow for some coverage. Definitely plan on it. Let's see here. Can I check on Kentucky? Yeah, Kentucky's good. We don't got a whole lot going on in Kentucky. Just a little bit of, isolated thunderstorms here and there. We got areas near Louisville experiencing some thunderstorms. Just some, just some normal thunderstorm activity out there. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing severe expected for you guys. So y'all are good. Y'all are good out there. What's going on in Houston? Houston, we got nothing really going on in Houston. We got a general thunderstorm risk down here too. Just some thunderstorm activity. Got a little outflow boundary on that guy there too. But yeah, no, we're good. We're definitely good. Let's see here. But anyways, so that's that. Yeah, you're good, Thunder. Don't worry about it. All right, we're gonna hop back to this tornado warning here. Let's take a look at it. Let's see. So yeah, we got ourselves West Concord. Is there gonna be a tornado for Beaver Dam? Highly unlikely. Highly unlikely, Ella. Yeah, honestly, when it comes to today's threat, like I was mentioning earlier, regarding tornado potential, southern Wisconsin does have a 2% risk out there, so there is a possibility for a couple isolated tornadoes there in Wisconsin and in Minnesota. So it's possible. But yeah, the odds are very low. It's a 2% chance of it happening within 25 miles of you. So basically a radius of 25 miles around you, there's only a 2% chance that a tornado will happen in your area. So pretty low. Actually, look at this, y'all. This is out there on the border between southeastern Minnesota and western Wisconsin. We got reports here of 2-inch hail out there by a Rolling Stone. This is on the Minnesota side. So 2-inch hail going on out there. 1.25 out there by Minnesota City. Got 1 inch down there. On the bottom of that warning there. But yeah, this is sharing. This storm is sharing borders here between like western Wisconsin and out there in Minnesota there too. No, nothing going on in the tropics, my friend. Yeah, I mean the tropics is pretty quiet right now. Ain't got a lot going on at the moment. So we're doing good. We're doing good tropical wise. Nothing too crazy going on at the moment. What's up, Pilot? Let's see, we're gonna hop on back to do a little quick update for my people in Chicago. Like I said, I know you guys out there. We have a lot of people in Chicago in the stream here. So just heads up to my Chicago people. Got no warnings in place. We do got a marine warning off the coast of Chicago though, probably from an outflow boundary, I'm assuming. Strong thunderstorms, outflow winds. Yeah, look at that. Strong thunderstorm outflow winds are located along the line. So there you go. Man, I knew that. You can see that there was that gust front down there. Man, oh man. Anything severe Monday? Yes. Yeah, we are tracking severe weather for Monday. I'm going to be live Monday too. That'll be our day 3 outlook here. So for Monday, got another day up there. Monday's threat's going to be there towards mostly like Illinois, Wisconsin, obviously Minnesota, Iowa. We got ourselves like Indiana and Michigan. Let's see here. But yeah, that's that. Let's see here. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking out there for. Let's go and hop on back over to our one radar up there. Let's see. Should I still take cover in case? No, Ella. There's no reason to take cover out there for your region. Like I said, there's no impending storms in your area right now. Later on today, though, like I said, late this evening, there's going to be some storms rolling through. You only need to seek shelter if there's a tornado warning for your area. If you have your phone and the emergency alerts on, you'll get notified if there's a tornado warning. If you get that alert, then you take action. Severe thunderstorm warnings you don't necessarily need to take action for, you don't need to necessarily take shelter for. You do need to move indoors and away from windows during a severe thunderstorm, but you can still walk around your house and do whatever you need to do indoors. But tornado warnings on the other hand, those are the ones you need to actually like seek shelter for and find a sturdy place to go. But like I said, even the chances of you getting a tornado today are very low, and even if we did have tornadoes, which that is a possibility today, more than likely, considering how weak our wind shear is, considering how weak our winds are in the atmosphere, it would likely not support anything violent. So if we did get tornadoes, it would likely remain brief, meaning quick, as well as relatively weaker tornadoes too, on the lower scale of the lower Fajita scale, more than likely. So that is kind of where we're standing there. So yeah, nothing crazy. Today's, once again, actually, matter of fact, today's main concern, regarding today's outlook, today's main concern is actually hail and damaging winds out there. Hail, we got that 30 sig risk out there up in Montana. Not the most populated areas. Matter of fact, look at that. Only 30,000 people are in that whole red area there. So pretty low population. Damaging winds, yeah, it's a little bit more, but we're still talking essentially 79,000. Did I read that wrong? I think I might have read that wrong. I read it right. So yeah, 30,000 people in the hail threat, and then 79,000 in the wind threat up there in that significant 30% realm. So Ella, once again, no reason to take shelter or anything like that. You're looking good. By the way, y'all, they did just cancel that tornado warning a little bit ago out there. So that is no longer in effect. We currently have, let's see here. Yeah, that tornado warning is gone on the screen here. Apparently it still says it's there, but I don't think it's there anymore. Wait, let me double check on my other program here. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, they removed it. We still do got a tornado warning up here in Montana though, but like I said, population there is like 0. Seems to be worse after it gets dark when it comes to tornadoes for some reason. Yeah, I mean, it can seem that way. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Yeah, I think you'll get hail, says Ella. So, yeah, the hail threat does extend into... let's see here. Yeah, the hail threat does extend into Wisconsin, but it's a 5% region. So the odds of you getting hail is 5% within 25 miles of your area. Odds are low. Odds are very low. And a matter of fact, like I said, we are seeing, up to about quarter, maybe slightly larger than quarter hail. If you could even get hail, it would likely remain between 1 and 2 inches in diameter overall. So, yeah, definitely is. Definitely is. Still a possibility, but lower in threat overall. Let's see here. Okay, let's hop down to some of these warnings down here. So we got a severe thunderstorm warning in effect. Tornado possible tag out there by Casson towards Rochester there. So this is up in southeastern Minnesota. 1.5-inch hail, so ping pong ball hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts is possible. To the west here, we got ourselves, let's see here, another severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Awatona, I think it might be, for tornado possible tag, quarter hail. Not really any winds there. Hop into Wisconsin now. We do have a warning in La Crosse. This is for quarter hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. Just stay away from windows, should be good. Yeah, majority of these guys over here is pretty tame, pretty mild. Yeah, all these northern ones are not even for hail. They're just for gusty winds up to 60. So that's good news. It seems like these storms are not necessarily all that strong. The strongest storm we got, though, is the one out here by Rochester in Dodge Center. That's the one with the greatest potential right now. 1.5-inch hail out there is possible. And we do have ourselves, this little area here. We can kind of start to see some pink, kind of purple colors actually starting to come through on the echoes there. That is showing that there is, some pretty big drops, either drops or hailstones being detected. Are these storms going to move by us or move away to Illinois? Illinois has a potential as well as you do. You guys both have potential. It's Owatonna. Oh, thank you, Link. I appreciate that. Dalton says, how long do I think it'll take to get to Illinois? Well, depends on where, I should say, because the storms are already in Illinois as we speak. We do have a severe warning out there in Illinois right now, northwest of Ottawa. This is not anything significant, just quarter hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds, kind of a baseline severe thunderstorm warning out there. So nothing super wild per se. Yeah, it just depends where. Let's see here. Storm teller. Oh. Yeah, that's not good. Let's see here. Dalton says northwestern Illinois, just north of Chicago. Northwest Illinois, just north of Chicago. So you're up in here, I guess. Okay. It just depends. Models, they suggest those storms rolling into that region here. Let's pull this up a little bit. Honestly, it has a group of storms rolling in late. Not really towards you, according to this model. But, like I said, the environment's still capable of producing that. So, severe season's very inactive, says Pilot. Yeah. Yeah, right now it seems like a lot of the activity's up north. We got a jet stream, mostly zonal flow, but we do got a jet stream, with a little bit of a dip in the jet stream right now. A mini trough. Let's see. Dalton says northeast Illinois. Oh, okay. So up there north of Chicago. Okay, yeah. So it'll be later on, regardless of when you can expect your storms. Likely right around midnight, maybe after midnight. Overall, is when I would expect those. All right, let's hop on back over here to radar and stuff. So they canceled the warning for Winona. That's no longer in place out there. They finally canceled that one. We still got the 2 warnings up in southeastern Minnesota. Got a warning out here for Stephen Point, Wisconsin Rapids, just for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Yeah, if you're under a warning for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter hail, it's kind of a low-end severe thunderstorm. You still want to take action. You obviously want to be indoors, away from windows, but other than that, there's nothing you should really worry about. There could be some minor damages outside, anything loose that's outside, but, regarding, like, damaging your house, like, damage is pretty light with 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, because, yeah, houses are meant to withstand a lot stronger winds than 60 miles an hour. Most houses can actually sustain, or can hold it strong with winds even over 100. But yeah, so 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts is nothing super duper crazy. You got that bow there. It does seem like the southern side it is sub-severe. Not a whole lot going on. It's really that northern side by Wisconsin Rapids right now that's under concern. But other than that, that's kind of where we're standing here. Let's see. All right, let's see. We're gonna hop on back over here, y'all, to the models. I do want to take a look at models with you guys. Ignore those pesky ads. I hate them. Let's see here. By the way, Tropics, guys, like I said, is pretty bland. There's not a whole lot we're expecting. Anything far in the model run is just unreliable. So, yeah, nothing going on out there. Pretty calm. Let's see here. Yeah, we don't have any more tornado warnings. We're just, right now we're just kind of chilling with a couple of severe thunderstorm considerable. A lot of our heavy stuff right now is up in Montana right now. Got one up in Minnesota. Ooh. That looks like it might be, yeah, the thing might be trying to rotate there, north of Dodge Center. Hold on, this radar data is out of date. I need to hop back over here, y'all. Yeah, that radar is not updating very well. Hop back to radar. So that radar is down up in Minnesota. We're gonna have to use lacrosse. Let's bring up our velocity. Yeah. Up. Where's that going to be for? Is that an extension or is that a new one for one of these cells? Might be for one of these guys. Interesting. What time do I think the storm's going to hit us? Late. It'll be later this evening for you. Let's see here. Where is that warning issued for? Oh, why? That's in Wisconsin. Okay. That's out there by Plover and Bancroft. I got a tornado warning out there now. Let's see, let me switch to Green Bay radar. Might be a better option. So we got a little area in here that we're kind of looking at. A little bit of rotation out there. So that is just southwest of Plover, where that rotation's located at. Let's see, Ohio says, hey Andrew, I really appreciate the things that you do. Let's see here. Really appreciate the things that you do. It really means a lot to me. I'm just so grateful you're able to do this. Yeah, no problem, man. Like I said, I'm here for y'all. Safety, you guys, is very important to me. And, yeah, no problem. Glad to be here. Yeah, so Plover is in that warning there, too, and Bancroft. So make sure you guys are in your shelter. Also, up there by Amherst Junction. You guys need to be in your safe spots as well. Let's see. We got a 60-mile-an-hour wind gust out of that too, possible, because there is still that severe thunderstorm warning in place with that storm there. Let's see. Let me look at that environment out there. So this is up in Central Wisconsin near Stevens Point. So that storm's like right in here. Got over 2,000 joules a kilogram out of that environment there. So environment's definitely rocking the instability. Photograph's not one to work for some reason. Here, let me go a little bit more further in that inflow. Yeah, apparently photographs aren't working. Look at point value tables here. Effective helicity is 129. That's, yeah, I mean, that could support a couple lower end tornadoes. Likely not to be violent or anything. Last tornado warning we had was last year. We didn't Didn't get into this year. It was so dark, but it was during the daytime. We could not see where it was. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's amazing how dark these storms can even get. What's La Crosse, Wisconsin looking like? So La Crosse, we're watching a severe storm 2 miles east. Just for quarter hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds about to expire. Nothing too big going on for you right now. Green Bay is under a severe thunderstorm warning now. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and 0.75-inch hail. Yeah, just straight line winds is a concern. You can see there where that winds are at. Man, that's really cool. You know, you can actually see here is the inflow going away from radar. So that's all your warm air, and then you can see your upper level winds there, or sorry, some of your other winds going towards the radar. So it's like converging. But yeah, on that there, that's where your winds would likely be out there by Pulaski. Say more. Angelina says, sorry, Angela, sorry, my bad. Says thank you, no problem. You are very welcome, my friend. Yeah, by the way, everybody, like I said, if you're just tuning in, we do have a tornado warning out in effect for Plover, Wisconsin. Plover is included in that warning there. We have Bancroft, like I mentioned. You guys need to be in your shelters here. Rotation is right in here. So we are watching a bit of rotation out there. It's just between Bancroft and Plover. Getting ready to cross over Interstate 39 near Coddington, which will eventually lead it over Interstate 54, which you would take south of Plover to get to. We're not looking at Ohio on Thursday because Thursday is still very far away. I mean, today's Saturday. Yeah, Thursday from now is a little unpredictable. It's a little too far out. But I can tell you this, that there is no there's no risk right now in SPC even talking about a risk for Ohio. So you're good. Don't worry about it right now. That's really far down in time. Let's see. Let's take a quick look at these guys up in Minnesota. Got a couple severes out here. The one by Rochester still got some in and out flow. Ooh. I think she's trying. She's trying to do something. Yeah, the south one here, you can actually see it. So radar is down southeast, so this means that the winds are going this way. Those winds are coming down here. So this thing's trying to rotate, it looks like. Yeah, our radar's over here, down far to the southeast of that storm. Let me pull up reflectivity here. Yeah, it's all like covered in rain though. If this thing was to do something tornadic, it would be likely rain wrapped because there's precipitation. The heavy precip core even goes out in this area too. So it's going to be all covered in precip. But just heads up towards Byron and Casson, just in case. Byron and Casson, Minnesota, by the way, southeastern side of the state. Just a bit of a heads up, because, like I said, it's not really tornadic right now. They do have a tor possible tag on it, and I do see why. There's a little bit of something now on that storm there, trying to do something there. But we'll keep an eye on it. But that is tracking southeast. Kind of east-southeast, heading there towards Casson and Byron area, out there by Highway 14. We do have a severe warning in place out there, and it does include Rochester too, which is up to 1.75-inch hail now, which is golf ball hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Back to Green Bay radar. We've got a tornado warning up in central Wisconsin, south of Stevens Point, out there by Plover, Bancroft. Heading towards Amherst and Amherst Junction. Also, Blaine is included in that tornado warning there as well. So our rotation is right in here. That's where our rotation's at. So this is going to be crossing over Interstate 39 here very soon. Actually, it's crossing over it now. As of now, it's the radar indicated threat. Basically saying the radar has picked up rotation. As of now, no confirmation of a tornado has been reported. Ronaldo, I have, yes. Did he actually get hit, or did it miss him? Let's see here. Severe thunderstorm happened near Rochester, Minnesota. Depends on what direction. Live in Wisconsin, Rose County. It happened in December 15th of 21. Yeah, no, they can happen all over the place here. So Rochester, like I said, you all are in a severe warning. 1.75 inch. Yeah, we're gusting up to 60 though. So wind gusts ain't nothing super significant. Let's see here. That's crazy. Dude, guy says, how long do I think until it hits Bristol? Is that Wisconsin or is that Minnesota? Let's see. Do you think that this warrants over 60 miles per hour in a severe warning? For which storm? For the one in Rochester? Yeah, Rochester's in the warning for 60. Let me hop over to radar though. Oh yeah, Minneapolis radar's down. So I need lacrosse radar. Yeah, no, I definitely think that we could have some gusts up to 60, especially in your downdraft winds. Bristol, Wisconsin, gotcha. Let's see here. Bristol. Okay. It'll be a little bit before it gets down here. Yeah, we take a look at radar now. There's well, not a whole lot of activity towards you. It's going to be later this evening. Right around after sunset, from what the models are suggesting. It's always good to know though. Like I said, that models, they ain't perfect. So. Taylor says, what's going on in Crosby, Texas? Because we just got our power after the hurricane. Should we prepare for another week of no power? That's up to your power providers. I don't know when ETAs of them getting your power back up. You said yours is back up, but there is no other impending storm for Texas. So if you're talking about a future activity to knock out your power, as of now, no, there's no threats for Texas. Yeah, no threats for Texas right now. Let's hop on back to that tornado warning, y'all. Yeah, we do got a tornado warning, like I said, up here in out there by Stevens Point, south of Stevens Point out there. This is out there by Plover. They just updated the polygon here. To me now, it looks like a bunch of just straight line winds. Let me hop to a different altitude, or a different tilt here. Let's do tilt 2, velocity. Yeah. To me, it just looks like a bunch of straight line winds at this point in time. You're welcome, dude guy, no problem. Glad to help out, man. Yeah, tilt 1 and tilt 2. I mean, there might be a little bit of rotation out there north of Keene, but mostly looks like straight line winds there to me. Let me pull up CC there. Yeah, no obvious debris signatures either, or there is no debris signatures. So that's good. But yeah, so heads up there. Plover, Bancroft, y'all are still on the warning. I still want you guys in your shelter. Still want y'all in your shelters. Let's see here. Things are definitely popping up in Montana, I'll tell you that. Got a big storm out there for 1.5 inch hail. 60 mile an hour wind gusts out there by Jordan, looks like. Jordan, Montana. Yeah, fair little city there. Fair little city. One to the northeast of that, quarter hail, 60 mile an hour winds. One west of that, 1.75 inch hail, 60 mile an hour winds. That's out there south of Chinook, I think it is, southwest of Harlem. Got another one up on the Canada U.S. border up in northern Montana, extreme north central Montana. In effect for like nobody. Heartland, what's that? Hutterite colony? Heartland Hutterite colony. Oh, interesting. Okay, there's a little bit of buildings out there. It's very rural. Even then, just 60 and quarter hail. Nothing. 60 mile an hour winds and quarter hail. Up in northern Minnesota, we're starting to get some storms up there too. Look at that. They did issue those warnings up there. We're starting to get some activity up here too. Anywhere from 1 to 1.25 inch hail by Foston towards Clearbrook. These are ranging also in 60 mile an hour wind gusts. So towards, is that McIntosh? McIntosh, maybe? Let's see, Foston, Clearbrook, and Gully. You guys are under a warning there. 60 mile per hour wind gusts for both of them. For the one for Foston, quarter hail. One for Clearbrook, 1.25 inch hail. So nothing super wild yet. Hopping back to Green Bay. Got a severe warning in place. Yeah, we got 23 minutes left on that tornado warning out there. Tornado warning out there for Plover there and Bancroft. That's yeah, that's in effect there. Let's hop down towards Illinois. Got one warning up northwest of Ottawa. Quarter hail, 60 mile an hour wind gusts. Got some storms that's developed south of Chicago. Sub-severe though currently. Sub-severe. Let's see here. Yeah, other than that, yeah, like I said, areas down south today are not expecting much of anything. Just a little bit of thunderstorm activity. That's just about it. Okay, we'll keep an eye on this tornado warning here. Like I said, to me now, it just looks like a bunch of straight line winds on there. Just a bunch of gusty winds out there. Likely impacting Plover and Bancroft with some pretty strong winds. Heads up there towards, was it Blaine and Amherst Junction, Amherst area. Just a little bit of a heads up there for everybody. Sorry, YouTube short people, I'm trying to fix my thing here. Yeah, mostly straight line winds, I think, on that as of right now. Oh, what's this? North of Fargo, got a warning up there for tornado possible tag, 1.25 inch hail and 60 mile an hour wind gusts. Interesting. Yeah, the biggest storms are going to be mostly hail and damaging winds out there. Biggest concern is going to be up there towards like northwestern South Dakota and southwestern North Dakota. Also out there in eastern Montana there too. So that's what we're looking at there. See, I bring back up our SPC outlook. So we have about 17 million people in the marginal risk area. Following, we have 13 million in the slight risk. Then we got ourselves 79,000 in the enhanced. So not a whole lot of people in the enhanced, thankfully. Let's see here. Stevens Point, we're, let's see here. We're gusting up to 30 out there by Stevens Point right now. How's my severe chance for Superior, Wisconsin near Duluth? So this is out there by Duluth. Let me pull up Superior, Wisconsin for you. It's right here. My bad. So yeah, you're in a slight risk, man. When it comes to it, as of right now, you do got a radar nearby, which is pretty nice. There ain't much. Oh, that's interesting. It's drawing new data. Here, let's wait for it to draw activity, actually. Here, let's ramp our reflectivity here. Doesn't look like there's much nearby right now. Future models. Look at the HRRR here, for an example. HRRR. Yeah, so that shows some storms around 1 a.m. 1 a.m. Central Time. That'd be 2 a.m. Eastern Time. There you go. Let me fix that screen for you. But yeah, you can see out there by your area here. This shows 2 a.m., but it's for 1 a.m. actually, because subtract an hour from Eastern Time. Hopefully that helps. Let me check another model. We're gonna pull up the NAM 3K. Curious to see what NAM 3K has to show us here too. So NAM, yeah, both models show it pretty late happening. According to NAM 3K, we're gonna see like we're gonna see like an MCS impact Minneapolis area. Eric says, awesome. Thanks, man. I enjoyed your Hangout stream yesterday. Yeah, no problem. Glad to help out, man. Glad you enjoyed it. Starting to get a lot more warnings down here. Let's pop back to radar here. Yeah, starting to get a lot more warnings out there by Owatonna, sorry, towards Rochester. Here. Y'all, I'm going to swap out chairs real quickly. This chair I'm using is pretty bad, so let me swap out the old swap-a-roo of chairs here. Let's see. Yeah, this one's a little bit more comfortable. A lot better. Where was I leaving off? Yeah, so we do have ourselves a bit of storm activity. Yeah, a lot more severe weather activity, a lot more severe thunderstorm activity starting to pop up down here towards Owatonna. Bit of a heads up there for you. Storm near Ada, Minnesota, looking promising. Says link. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, interesting. The one out there by Anthony and Hallstatt. Here, let me hop to Mayville. Yeah, velocities are pretty weak right now, but yeah, I do see what you're saying. We probably should keep an eye on that storm there. Yeah, I definitely do want to keep an eye on that storm towards Anthony and Hendrum. Got 1.25 on that one and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So overall, that can be what we can expect. Hopping back to Chicago. Where's this at? So the main threat today, we have it up in the northern U.S. So the areas in the yellow, the dark green, and the orange here, these are all areas that are at risk for severe weather today. Right now, the main activity is popping off here in Minnesota, as well as Wisconsin. We still have a tornado warning in Wisconsin here, south of Stevens Point here. Got a tornado warning in effect for, oh, look at that, yep. There still definitely looks like there could be a little bit of rotation in that right there. So I think she's still trying. That's out there by Amherst and Blaine. You guys are under that tornado warning out there. So yeah, make sure y'all are in your shelters. We still got 14 minutes on that tornado warning there. It's been building for a while. Yeah. Yeah, that's some new development up there. These storms weren't really popping off when we started the stream. They did issue that watch, though, out of it. You can see that big old watch that we have. They at maximum wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour with max hail up to 2 inches in diameter. So Yeah, pretty strong stuff. For the one up in Wisconsin, they put maximum winds at 70 and max hail to 2 inches as well. Of course, we had another watch up in Montana. This one's for 2.5 hail at maximum, and max wind gusts up to 70 out there. So, yeah, no, she's definitely some good shots. You know, the greatest potential is going to be up there in that orange area. That is where the greatest shot for activity is going to be. For hail and damaging winds. Now, tornadoes, on the other hand, like I was mentioning here, tornado probability. If I turn off infrared here for a minute, and you can see there in the green areas, so out throughout like Minnesota, Wisconsin, that's where that greatest potential's at. For a couple isolated tornadoes, also up there towards like northeastern Montana, and southwestern North Dakota there. So that's our greatest shots for tornadoes. Central, North, and South Dakota, not really expecting it. Today, the tornadic activity is mostly going to be between like Minnesota and Wisconsin overall. So we'll keep an eye out there for that. Want to keep an eye out for those regions there. But yeah, so that's something that we need to keep on looking out there for. Ooh, y'all see that? Looks like some rotation out there. Right, you see that area? That looks like some rotation north of Bancroft, Wisconsin, central Wisconsin, just west of the tornado warning. Let me try Green Bay radar. See if that one picks up on it too. Not really. No, that's interesting. But this one, whoa, this one shows maybe some rotation by Lola. Yeah, look at that. That's some new development there. It looks like it's starting to tighten up. Y'all see that? Maybe even a little bit of an embedded hook. That, ladies and gentlemen, could be an area of circulation starting to develop. That could go tornado warn soon. No debris. And oh man. Yeah, you see what I'm saying though? It looks like it might have a little bit of an embedded hook there. So, it's certainly an area I want to watch for. See if they do that. See if they'll issue that or not. Reports of downed power poles in Dodge Center, Minnesota, southeastern side. Yeah, that certainly looks like an area of rotation to me. I think she's trying to do something here. Still got that tornado warning for Amherst Junction, and Arnott. They canceled it for Plover and Bancroft, by the way. You guys are no longer in that warning. You are good to come out of your shelters there. Yeah, by Amherst and Amherst Junction, no. We still need to keep an eye out there for it. No debris signatures as of now. So, I don't think we got too much longer on that warning anyways. I think that was about to expire soon. Yeah, we got 9 minutes. So she's getting to the end of that life of that polygon. We'll see if they re-extend that or not. Let's see. Still got that bow going though. Oh, just got more reports here. La Crosse is reporting Downtree's power outages, public report via Twitter. So 66 mile an hour winds was reported out there. Wow. Yeah, definitely pretty strong out there. That's in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Yeah, man, we'll have to keep an eye out there for these areas if y'all are out here. Like I said, yeah, damaging winds and outages and stuff like that with power is definitely expected, or possible, I should say, in some areas. Let me pull up power outages. We'll do county outages here total. Yeah, there you go. La Crosse County already reported 6,000 people without power as of the last update here. Let's see here. We have Jackson County, which is north, reporting 400 out, 700 out on Shrimp. What's that? Shrimpaloo? I don't know how you say that one. Let's see. We have a Steele County up in Minnesota reported 300 people without power. 216 in Waska County, maybe. I'm probably butchering these names, dude. Probably terrible. So we are definitely picking up some power outages out in these regions here. They canceled that tornado warning. Sure did. Yeah, it also looks like that one up there by Lola might be weakening a bit. It's good. Alrighty. Steele County. Gotcha. Alright, y'all. Well, I think we're probably going to conclude coverage here for now. We've been live a little over an hour and a half here. Tornado warnings now canceled. No longer any tornado warnings. Wanted to pick up on this for a little bit with you guys here. I might come back live later. I might do another live stream later tonight. So for the other part of the event, late tonight. So I will. I'll try to go back live later on, guys. It'll be late. So we'll be doing some late night coverage for you guys. It'll probably be right on midnight or so. So I doubt there's going to be many people covering midnight. So I'm going to take midnight shift tonight. So for now, I'm going to head off here. We'll be back on later on, though, more than likely. And hope to see you guys then. But all right, y'all. Well, if you guys did enjoy it, consider leaving a like, hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. Once again, I appreciate y'all for being here. Be careful out there for the day. Like I said, obviously, we got ourselves. It's not a big threat for tornadoes, but a couple isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out throughout like Wisconsin, Minnesota, and also portions like eastern Montana. But so I'm in Davenport and I see no rain. I got you. But yeah, like so, we'll try to pick up on this later tonight. Whenever that second wave comes through late, because obviously nocturnal events are a little more concerning because you can't really see much. So, but anyways, all right, guys. Let's see here. I'm gonna help with your pronunciation of that one county you're struggling to pronounce. Trimp, then with a low. Trimplow. Sounds like shrimp. Trimplow. Okay. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. But all right, y'all. Well, we're gonna roll off for now. Like I said, I'll probably try to come back on later. Later on tonight, it'll be late. We'll do some coverage on those storms that are set to roll through Wisconsin, Minnesota, and some of those regions there. But you guys have a great night. Thanks for joining. We'll see you later on. See you later, guys.